where I think we need to be very careful not to make things worse. First, we cannot pass any legislation that eats away at the SEC's current jurisdiction to regulate traditional securities. Now, Mr. Massad, you were chair of the CFTC and you were Assistant Secretary for Treasury for Financial Stability. Could market structure legislation make it possible to structure a non-crypto product so that it dodges our security laws? Use something like Tesla stock as an example.
Yes, it certainly could. If you, for example, provide an exemption for activity on decentralized trading protocols, and that's a very broad exemption, then you could tokenize Tesla stock and have it traded on that protocol, and it could be exempt then from 34 Act trading requirements, at least.
So in effect, we start to repeal the SEC as we've had it for traditional.
It could certainly undermine their authority substantially.
It's critical that any crypto regulation bill we pass does not have massive unintended consequences. And I think those are unintended consequences for everyone, but consequences that would reach far beyond the crypto market and take a tire iron to the $120 trillion golden egg that is America's capital markets. So I think it's an important note we have to do in regulation here. There's another problem that we've got to face, and that's corruption. President Trump has made it impossible to have a conversation about crypto legislation that does not address his most successful grift. According to a recent New York Times analysis of the president's financial disclosure, crypto is now the biggest source of President Trump's wealth. In the past 7 months, he has become the most successful president in history at making money off his time in the Oval Office, and he's done it using crypto. Now, Mr. Painter, if Congress passes a bill creating a new federal regulatory framework for the crypto market, what will happen to the crypto market? Is it likely to grow?
It will grow substantially.
Okay, and what will that do to the value of President Trump's meme coin?
It will make him very rich, even richer than he already is.
And what about the value of his stable coin and his son's Bitcoin mining operation and his family's crypto holdings?
The Trump family will become very, very wealthy as the prices go up and the bubble rises.
So if we create a new federal regulatory framework for the crypto market, the president and his family stand to make a whole lot more money. So, Mr. Painter, if the president and his family own billions of dollars in crypto, if Congress passes a crypto bill, who will claim the power to appoint and the power to fire the regulators that will implement whatever new rules are put in place governing crypto holdings?
The President of the United States, and he is now also claiming the power to fire the members of independent commissions, and that will include the Commodities Futures Trading Commission and the SEC.
Okay, so you were President Bush's chief ethics counsel. Can you think of another time in American history when a president of the United States held such power over regulators, the very regulators who would determine the value of the president's own net worth?
Never. We have never had, since the Civil War, a president of the United States with substantial financial holdings that are conflicted with any official duties. This is unheard of. And now it's not just real estate, but Donald Trump recently is into crypto, even though he said that it was a scam just a few years ago. He's now into crypto and into social media, industries he did not have in his first administration.
Well, we need clear and strong rules for the crypto market, but the proposals I've seen so far undercut the investor protections in our traditional capital markets. They harm our national security, and they supercharge the value of President Trump's crypto grift. We need crypto regulations that actually regulate the industry. We don't need another giveaway to a handful of billionaire insiders.